How's it going, everybody? I want to show you the latest mods to the 60-watt laser. There would be a 6-foot hose that came with the unit, and it was two of them. So one would connect to the machine, to the exhaust fan, and then you got the other 6-footer. So basically it was 12-foot of hose that was being used. Basically a mess. So what I wound up doing was I 3D printed a 6-inch tube by 6 inches long, about 1/8 thick. Thing took about 17 hours of print, but I don't know if you can see the inside of it. There it is in there. And what I did, there's a basically like a 1/4 inch slice in it when I printed it. So when I tightened down on these bands, it would clamp down on both of those connectors. So here's where I put the slice at down on the bottom. You can't see it, but they're touching, but they're nice and tight. Then what I also did was make a little bracket to set the fan on, which you can see right there. I 3D printed some caps for the 1.25 inch tubing, spray paint everything black, and now the fan is basically connected to the unit. And I only have a 1 6-foot hose exhausting out of the garage. Makes it neater. The other thing too, on the controls, you got a control here with a couple of switches. One says output and the other one says to the laser, but it didn't do anything to the back switches or outlets. So what I wound up doing was bought a double gang metal box from Home Depot, and this was on a previous video to allows you to adjust the airflow. Okay, the unit's coming on, and right now the only thing that's coming on is just basically the CPU. The laser tube is, I guess, or actually the laser power supply is up and running, but it's not on because there's nothing being processed right now. But now I got full control over my exhaust fan, so we'll turn that on and we'll crank it all the way up. Which is noisy. It's the reason for the slider. And I basically usually run it right about there. It's enough to exhaust everything out, and it's a lot more quieter. Okay. The top switch, I've got that one for the water, and that's another mod that I did before, so I can see if the water is actually flowing through the tube. So I'm going to flip that on. Indicator light comes on, and there is water flowing. So the tube went from clear to red, and little by little it'll start filling up, but at least I have an indicator telling me the water is flowing. Of course, here's the temperature. I'm checking the water temperature from my tank down below. So switch number 1 basically is the water pump. Switch number 2 is the air assist. So the air assist is now on. And the last one doesn't do anything right now, but it's just a for future. What I did in order to get this working was this supplies power to the little control box, and then everything else is being switched through the front panel. And then I've got 3 separate cords coming out that the items plug into. So this one would be the water pump, air pump. This is the 3rd switch that's basically spare for right now, and the other one here goes to the exhaust fan. But that's basically it. Now I've got full control of everything, and a lot more compact, and there you go. Hope you like. I'll talk to y'all later.